Alright, and it appears that we are live. So I usually try to start mine at like just about exactly 7:30 because it helps with my OCD about that kind of thing. So
Another classic time zones moment.
I was gonna say
over.
I was gonna say 7:30 my time. What, past midnight for you, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a Saturday.
Yeah.
No better time.
Well, it's a Saturday for me still. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just... Yep. Alright, the notif went off in my server, so it's now time to send out all the ones in all of the other servers that I'm in, which I'm very proud of the tagline I came up with for today's one, because like in all of the servers that I'm in, I send out like a little hey, I'm live kind of message, but I always change it because I think it's funny. So the one I did today was more fire, more emblem. That's the power of the Home Depot. I should send out the one on Twitter too. I am like slowly trying to use Twitter less and less.
I deleted my Twitter account, so you know what they say, get out what you still can.
Fair enough. I'm pretty much only using it at this point to kind of have it up as an archive more than anything else, and then also say when I'm live on Twitch.
The best part about all my social media is that it all just posts exactly the same thing. So no matter which one goes, another one takes over.
Although apparently my one tweet from a couple days ago is starting to pop off a little bit about how X Corp, which is the company that runs Twitter now, literally sounds like a company run by supervillains.
I was gonna say it sounds like something from like Bubblegum Crisis, or
it's just
like
two
Blade
letters
Runner.
off. I was gonna say it's just 2 letters off from LexCorp.
He's gonna start. Musk will start losing hair any second.
Yeah. He's gonna like hoard kryptonite and go fight Superman. Yeah.
I feel so bad because like the only one of the only Lex Luthor plots I remember is in Lego Batman 2. He builds that gun that can disassemble anything.
I just finished 100%ing that game the other day.
God, I loved that game. It was like such a big thing at being like the first Lego game with full voice acting in.
Yeah. Well, because it was like, it wasn't the first one to have like audible like speech, because that was Lord of the Rings, but it was the first one to have like an original story with voice acting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big deal. And then no, I 100%ed that game a couple days ago, and I gotta tell you, the story is really fun to just like go through the campaign and everything. Doing 100% in that game fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I did eventually 100% it, but it's that level where the one you got to destroy the miniaturized version of Gotham City.
Yeah.
There's so many ways to mess that level up and have to restart.
Yes. I hate that
so bad at it.
No, it's because like other Lego games before it did like similar levels, like they had Lego City in Star Wars, I think it was, where it was just
they had like the
went
whole
around
land
yeah,
in the Lord of the Rings.
like a miniature version of Middle Earth, yeah. And then those ones were fun. It was just something about the one in Lego Batman 2 was not fun.
I also love that in Lego Lord of the Rings, Sauron is basically a Bionicle at the start.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Call that boy Sauronicle.
New from Bionicle. The evil Lord Sauron has taken over Middle Earth.
I mean, when you think about it, the Frodo and his pals really are just the like. Instead of the 7 Toa, we've got the is it the 12 Toa? How many people in the Fellowship? It's been so long.
It's Sam, Frodo, Merry, Pippin, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli. Boromir is in there for a little while. and Gandalf.
Boromir and Faramir is the ones I remember, because Boromir gets killed.
Yeah, Boromir...
Faramir takes his place.
Yeah. 9 companions is what they say, or is what Elrond says.
I think Gandalf, he is there because he feels like it.
He's like, I'm not letting Frodo go on his own. Oh.
No one can stop Ian McKellen from being an absolute legend.
Oh my god. That man is great. I fucking love him.
You know, I actually, when I was in school, in secondary school, Ian McKellen actually turned up at our school at one point.
That's fantastic. The closest thing to that kind of story that I have is that the guy who played Phineas went to my school.
Honestly, that's still kind of a flex.
See, he's the only famous guy to come out of my hometown is Vincent Martella.
That's still a pretty impressive flex, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, I know Ellen said she wanted to show up too, so I'm just kind of waiting for her at this point.
Yeah, I'll ask her if she's still showing up.
Yeah. Just send her a quick shoot. Just be like, beep boop, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Where are you?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where art thou? Scooby-Dooby-Dow, where art thou?
Everybody asks Scooby-Doo, where are you? They never ask Scooby-Doo, how are you? Oh man, the lo-fi that's playing right now in the background while we wait is pretty good. It's a remix of Zelda music.
Some lo-fi beats.
Yeah.
To
lo-fi
curse Fire Emblem too.
That's pretty much it at this point. I'm really looking forward to beating Fire Emblem so that I can play a different video game.
I see that on Switch Online they have just added Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
I know, I'm really looking forward to playing those ones because I've never done.
I absolutely love those two games.
Well, I love Minish Cap.
Seasons a lot more than Ages, but...
I love Minish Cap, and I know that Capcom did that one and the Oracle games, so I'm really looking forward to playing them. It's just that I never got my hands on Oracles when I was a kid. Because, like, I had a Game Boy that could play them, I just couldn't find the cartridges anywhere, you know, for relatively cheap.
I played it on, I played on 3DS Virtual Console initially, because...
That'll do it.
They announced that, and I was like, that looks interesting. Give me that. The art style is like so aggressively early thousands though. I was looking back at like some of the official art with a friend a while back.
Yeah.
And it's also like early sort of digital coloring, like extremely bright, saturated kind of look.
Yeah. Which, you know what? I kind of dig that vibe. Oh, everything alright back there?
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Alright. Man, there they are. Play both for the ultimate adventure. Oh yeah, hold on. I should probably go ahead and just like bop. I just decided to look at the Game
Sorry,
Boy
I should
covers.
probably mute whenever I'm not talking.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
This is not me coughing.
Hold on. How am I gonna do this? I gotta do a few things. I forgot how to stream. I will say the villain on this one box art for Ages is
Onox, yeah.
giving me
Baron.
And I know because I'm biased because I was literally just watching it before we came in today, but she's giving me like DC villain vibes.
Yeah, the art
like,
is like it's got somewhat DC energy.
Like it's like a Teen Titans villain, you know? Not that I'm complaining.
It's such a... It is a bit of an odd design when you see how, like, I guess it's kind of like a hat that she has, but it's also got, like, some hair sticking out of it. I don't know.
She's the prototype for Bayonetta.
in Seasons, you got Onox, who's like just an Iron Knuckle from Ocarina of Time with a really pointy hat. Also, one of the hardest final bosses I've fought in any video game ever made.
You know what? I kind of believe that, to be honest. Game Boy games had a bit of jank to them.
I mean, they took big inspiration from Mega Man for that final boss fight in Seasons. I'm not going to reveal how, because I think you should still play it at some point.
Man,
but
those are games I should play at some point on stream.
God, it's so brutal, that last fight. The one in Ages, by comparison, is like nowhere near as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember also there's some... There's just like so many... Like in Seasons, of course you got the Rod of Seasons, which lets you, of course, change the seasons. Yeah. And one of the funniest things is just, like, being able to just go around and just change the seasons in front of NPCs and just be like, your harvest is dead now.
Yeah, that's gotta do some fucked up shit to the climate, even more than the Wind Waker would do, you know?
Oh, yeah. I remember when I was younger, I used to just... It feels weird, because, like, you think buying a game on Virtual Console re-release is fairly new, and then you remember that it's been around since, oh no, Virtual Console's been around since 2006, when they first did it on the Wii.
Yep.
Oh no. I used to just stand in a lot of the places just to listen to the soundtrack. But then recently when I tried to listen to the soundtrack in isolation, it was a bit painful. Got some real high-pitched notes in there that I'm like, was that really necessary?
Oh man.
Helen said she would be turning up soon.
Alright,
but
cool.
I'm not even kidding. Risk of Rain 2 speedrun. That's what she's doing right now.
I don't even doubt that. 100.
It's the most Ellen reason.
Yeah, I know she's into speedrunning. And I know she's into Risk of Rain, so like, yeah, that tracks.
I feel like
in that case,
if there's a way to speedrun a game, Ellen will find it. All right, let's begin.
In that case, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started then while we wait for Ellen. I have no idea where we left off. I'll be completely honest with you. I've completely forgotten.
I don't remember if there's been any since I was last.
I think there was one. I think there might have been one. So we're great. We're going into this blind. We're in. Oh, how appropriate. Whereabouts unknown.
Whereabouts unknown. So.
All right.
Oh, it's time for me to break out the narrator voice.
Yeah,
Eliwood and colleagues defeat Bowker, one of Marcus Laus's lackeys. They then press on toward Castle Caelin. Yet inside the castle, many Laus soldiers remain. Eliwood and friends begin their assault on the castle to save Marcus Caelin.
Cool. We're beginning our full frontal assault.
Lodos, the accursed island. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Last time on Justice League Unlimited. Oh man. I know I'm gonna be talking about it quite a bit, but like because I was going through the Lego Batman games, I've been recently getting into DC as a whole. Because I've never been super into it. Like I watched my fair share of Teen Titans as a kid, but that was really about it.
Yeah.
I went through and watched all of Justice League, and I'm on season 3 of Justice League Unlimited right now. What fucking excellent shows those are! Like genuinely.
I used to watch that every Saturday. I would get up at 8 AM just to watch Justice League, and I remember, oh, what a banger of a show! You are right. It is a very based show. See, the thing is, I've kind of got superhero fatigue nowadays, but like, I could still get hyped up for an episode of Justice League.
Why
were they so good?
I don't know. I don't necessarily have superhero fatigue. I think I have MCU specific or like comic book movie fatigue for the most part.
Yeah.
Or like for live action ones specifically, because like the DCEU has not been great, and then like
oh god, yeah. What a mess the DCEU has been.
the MCU lately has been more the mid cinematic universe.
I think it's a case of they have to be like so careful not to tread on what came before.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have much freedom with their chronology because they just have like so much that they have to write around.
As opposed to actual comic books where they can just make shit up for an issue.
actual comic books where they just restart a universe where Iron Man's suit can be removed by spraying soap at him or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, not to get off too much on a tangent while we're playing the video game.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, what was this guy's voice? I don't remember. What voice did we give him?
I felt you should give him the Pinocchio "Father, when can I leave?" kind of voice.
Oh, hold on. Father, when can I leave? There are still quite a few Laos soldiers in the castle. There we go. I'll let you take blue hair boy.
Where are the Kalen guards?
I think about half of them were killed in the surprise attack. The survivors must be here somewhere. They might be locked away as prisoners. Sorry, this is becoming the one lawyer from The Simpsons. Not Lionel Hutz, but the other one. We'd better rescue them quickly, cause I'm thinking like the oh yes, your famous film, the one that you accidentally destroyed. That film.
There's the episode where like Homer sues groundskeeper Willie, and then he's like, "Hazy, like the moors of Scotland."
If Marquess Laos decides to hold them hostage, it will make seizing the throne much more difficult.
Now you get an Italian American. It's settled. Let's find the guards and retake the castle.
now it's Kujin. Hold on, grandfather. We'll be there shortly.
Grandfather, when can I leave to be on my own?
Seize the throne. It's time to reclaim the castle. Have fun storming the castle. All right. Oh, I have no idea.
All right, let me hit it with the.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hmm? Oh.
Are you from Castle Kalen?
I am. May I ask your business in the castle?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I am Merlinus. I give out tech tips at the weekend. I'm a traveling merchant with goods beyond compare.
Merlinus tech tips.
I keep thinking about rewatching Lotus, and there's a character in that is a thief named Woodchuck. I sound like a yassified version of him right now. You would be so kind as to hire me.
My apologies. Now is not the time.
Please, my lady. I've dreamt of working for a noble house for so long.
Yeah, you and everybody else in Kalen. What's your point?
By all means, please call on my services. The gap in my mustache is distractingly large. Old man, you're truly a merchant.
This is what we call the reverse chaplain.
The anime protagonist sheath and unsheath his sword, and then my mustache split in half.
It's not like the full unsheath, it's just like they kind of take their sword out of their sheath for like a split second, like it doesn't even come all the way out, yeah.
That was an excellent scene of that in Lupin the Third in one of the films. But this is Goemon, the samurai sort of character, is fighting this other guy, and he does that. And then the dude just kind of like becomes lots of little slices. It's like the most cartoonish. Like there's just no blood. He's just like just squares of a man.
It's fantastic. He gets de-rezzed, yeah.
Exactly.
You're being rude, Hector.
Right, old gentleman. The irony is this is more of an old man voice that I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Is it true you aspire to work for a noble house? Yes, my boy, yes, I do. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
This is as cursed as it can get. In that case, we'd like to hire you.
I love that that's the onboarding process here in Castle Caelin. You don't need a resume, you don't need a CV or anything like that. You just show up, you're like, I would like to work for a noble house. All right?
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Please, no.
more realistic Fire Emblem is just them being like 30 years warlord experience, entry-level position.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm surprised I have a job at all, to be honest.
I mean, I'm surprised I even managed to get mine as well.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Sorry, hold on. One of my fucking Windows apps, like just one of the default ones, just sent me a notification about a feature I'm never going to use because I don't use that app. So if anyone heard that on screen or on stream just now, the doo-doo-doo-doo, you know, like the little notification, that's what that was. I have thought about getting those for my soundboard. Hector?
This journey could last a while, and we've acquired many items. It would be quite convenient if we had someone to manage our ambiguous selection of materials. Leave it to me. Managing things is my speciality.
Yeah, is that... Yeah, that's how you want to phrase that?
I realized they actually spelled it specialty. I'm a fool.
No, you're fine. Don't worry, Chancellor. Sith Lords are a speciality. Our journey is dangerous and has no end in sight. Is that acceptable?
Did you say da-da-da dangerous?
Real deal dangerous. Anyway.
He's just become Scooby-Doo at this level of... Row.
Row, Rocky.
Look at that Megamind edit where he's like, you're right. I'll always be the villain. I'm brother to Marcus Austere. He's Marcus Ferrai's son. You know it's Fire Emblem with these names.
Oh yeah.
You can 100%. Come with us if you so desire. Oh, Austere and Ferrai, nobility beyond compare. I'm coming, most definitely.
Oh no,
we missed the Cyberpunk riff.
No, it didn't come through on my end. No, what the fuck?
Here, I'll hit him with the horrible acapella version.
What? What the fuck? No, my voice mod's not working. God damn it. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and task manager. Because apparently every time I try to quit voice mod from the fucking taskbar, it just refuses to quit. So I have to physically open up task manager to take care of this shit.
Now I am become Turnip, voiceless of mods.
It's true. It's true. God, I need to see that movie.
I'm told it's kind of a jump scare in Oppenheimer. Because apparently you like see the bomb go off and then only 30 seconds later do you hear it. It's just like a jump scare. Alright, shall we continue? Lord Eddiewood, Lord Hector. I make my living as a humble merchant. If you have any items you no longer need, please let poor Molinas take them. God, he's gone full, Please, I'm just a noble grandor. You still there, Mel? I can't hear you. Did you change mics or something? Ah, right. Ah, yeah. Oh, that's fair dues, fair dues. Voice mod is short for Voiced for Moddington.
Gaming. Hello.
Yo!
Yo, it's the squad. I'm trying to keep it a bit quiet, but you know, can't do much about it. That's true. The rare opportunity.
This is where Molinis must now read out every member of the party's name and their various equipment. I'm just joking, I won't actually do that.
Is, what's his name dead yet? The flippin', dude, when I was here last time, the flippin', magician dude who was destined to die, and you undid his death. I get it.
He's like face planted into the ground and then he just rewinds back to a standing pose. My brain is not big enough to play 5D chess with multiverse time travel.
That's the point. No one's brain is big enough to play 5D chess with multiverse
I saw RT
time
game
travel.
play a little bit of that and I was so confused watching that I had to stop.
Everyone is confused.
Also, Kent's the name of the guy I've been given an Australian accent the whole time.
Very appropriate.
I swear to God, if you let Kent die, you're not gonna live it down.
Where's the big buff dude, Nama? Is his name, the bald dude? Dorcas, no. No, it wasn't Oswin. It was a big bald dude. Is it Hector? No, it's not Hector.
Wasn't there was that guy who was like a generic thief NPC who we nicknamed like what was Goobus? That was it.
Goobus.
I'm trying to remember if it was Goobus or Spoingus, but yeah, it was Goobus.
Gobble.
Fight then. Ah shit. Alright.
Lord Elliowood, shall I join you? If you deploy my 10, I can help with equipment. I can switch items for you and hold them if your packs are full.
What the fuck does switching items mean?
However, my tent cannot be moved about. I also have to pull up all the pegs, and I am too much of a scrunkly little birthday boy to do that. So if you deploy it, your tent's gonna need a guard. I beg your understanding.
Alright. Merlinus' merchant tent can be deployed on this map. If you deploy the tent, any items you cannot carry can be sent to the tent. Okay, cool. However, the tent is vulnerable to enemy attack. If the tent loses all its HP, it will vanish from the map and remain unavailable until the next map. Merlinus' tent gains 1 level for every battle it survives. The tent will be harder to destroy as it increases in level. Sure, why not? We'll deploy Merlinus.
They stab the tent and just deflates and you hear like a muffled no.
Merlinus is the kind of name you just like overcomplicate for no reason. It's like, oh yeah, Merlinianius.
Yeah.
Merlinus Turbomeistus Fungus the Seventh.
Exactly.
Esquire, yeah.
Turnip. Sorry, out of context, the screenshot. Turnip.
Turnip.
It just says turnip.
The captured Kalen soldiers are most likely exhausted.
He just likes his turnips.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you know what? I like Elliewood too.
It's all fun and games until he eats a raw turnip in front of your face.
Listen, hold on. No, I do now have to point out. And
Eating a raw turnip ASMR.
only people on stream are gonna see this, but I do have to bring up the fact once again that a turnip cannot be coaxed, squeezed, or cajoled into producing blood. All efforts at obtaining blood from this vegetable will be futile. That's a screenshot from a Wikipedia article. I just have that on my stream now.
There's a tale about a church with a stone that supposedly produced blood, and then a scientist turned up, tasted it, and found out that it was bat's urine.
I know there's the sweating column in the one museum in somewhere in the Middle East, I think.
Sweating column, what does it do? Plays CSGO. Got him!
Damn.
So in that image you showed, which of your ancestors was that turnip?
That is actually my great-great-grandmother, yeah. On my mom's side.
On your mom's side, do you know her name?
I don't. I haven't done.
It was also turnip.
Yeah, it was all. I'm actually Turnip the 7th. Yeah.
There's only been 7.
The hit spin-off of Lupin the Third. Turnip the 7th.
Oh man, if I could draw, I would absolutely make that poster. Alright.
I thought I could do that art style, honestly.
I realize that it makes it difficult for you to plan a strategy, but I will do my best to take up their share of the fighting. Now, please tell us what we should do, Turnip. Alright.
Could we think of, please don't tell anyone how I live.
Alright.
No. Don't tell them about my anime collection.
Why don't you sound like Peter Griffin, but he's like a neckbeard.
Yeah, that's
Hey Lois, check out my anime collection, Lois.
Oh, this reminds me of that time.
This reminds me of that time that that Elliewood found my anime collection.
This reminds me of the time that Lois found out about my 1/6 scale bunny girl anime figure.
This reminds me of the time that I met the world in real life.
See, anytime this guy misses, you can put it down to his hair being over his eyes.
Oh, that's true. You're so right. I didn't even think about that. Alright, I am going to...
You know, style over substance.
Oh, I shouldn't have sent Rebecca out.
Me with every character design to ever exist.
That's like a... That dude Laos looks like a flipping medieval version of the Juggernaut. Just like a covered head to toe in armor. Just like, I'm a Juggernaut.
Increasing my armor class lest I be destroyed by the Juggernaut.
There he goes. We killed the Juggernaut. I didn't even think it was possible.
Oh my goodness. I haven't kept up on the Turnip Fire Emblem lore, so like I just see you buzzing through all these menus and I have no clue what you're doing.
That's fine.
In fact, I think it's kind of better that we don't have a clue what happens in this game.
Yeah. I'll be honest, it's been so long since I played this game, I don't even know what's going on right now.
All I just see is squares and them moving. And occasionally, very 90s looking anime characters turn up and speak to each other.
Oh, who wants to take red-haired?
I'm terrible at knowing what voices to do.
Oh, but that's the point, you just go for the most, like, out-of-place ones. That's what we've been doing.
Are you kidding? I'm the closest.
Okay,
I'm the closest one here to a professional voice actor. I'm not professional in the slightest. So go ahead.
That's okay. We both voice act on a semi-frequent basis.
Hey, you! Let me out of here!
Remember that game? I think it's like Chaos Child or something, where the localization team got the like children to dub it. And he's like, I literally can't move my body.
For this one, just to have that contrast.
He's like reading his script, like he's got it in his hands, and he's just like bored. He could not care less. He's like, I don't want to be here. I didn't sign up for theater class.
In universe, he has an actual piece of paper in front of him. God's like, what? Where'd you get that?
He's not looking at God. He's looking at the paper.
Yeah.
He's looking at teleprompter.
Yes, teleprompter.
He is too. He's looking at the teleprompter like he's about to say, "Keep it classy, San Diego."
He's sort of squinting just a tiny bit as well, which adds to the teleprompter theory.
And now for our segue to our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Dollar Shave Club. No, what?
Manscaped.
Marquez Ostia's brother is among your enemy, right?
Amogus.
Let me out and I'll help you, but I must have the brother.
Sound like British chills now. The way you're drawing out what?
Oh my goodness. I've a score to settle with House Ostia.
Do you think me a fool? You work for House Kalen. I cannot trust your word.
Then I'll have to break down this door and go through you. You were using Lucius as a hostage, but now he's here with me.
Alright.
Let's go. No, Lord Raven, you mustn't! You cannot betray your debt to Marcus Kalen.
I'm sorry you didn't even like say your line or anything, but this line paired with the voice you had been doing, I just lost it.
Now I am become Elia, firest of emblems.
Shut up, Lucius. You think me foolish, but you don't understand. How about... I'm trying my best not to laugh.
And that's why it's going on my deadly 60.
Oh, it's going on my deadly 60.
Very well. You, get out! Remember, if you betray us, your companion dies.
I see. Just remember, if that happens, you die next.
Why is he kind of dressed like a Star Wars bounty hunter? Just a tiny bit.
You have to go up to this guy and tell him no disintegrations, yeah.
Star Wars but anime.
Wait! That's called Star Wars Visions.
No, first one, yeah. Second one, nah.
You can't go alone. It's too dangerous.
Can't go alone. Take this.
My man.
Gives him a sword. Lucius, stay here and be quiet. I'll be back for you.
Lord Raven.
Oh, there he is. There's the boy.
There he is. Oh.
Ah, shit. I knew this was gonna happen.
If he gets killed in battle, you think he's like,
no. I was genuinely afraid for Rebecca there, because Rebecca's really good at ranged combat. She's really not good at taking damage.
Mel, I'm not gonna lie, it's just sequences of people fight, hitting and missing each other, and then that's kind of like the length of which I understand it.
And, yep, there she goes.
Rebecca.
Rebecca's dead.
Why is she so happy about being killed?
See, the problem is, in order to undo that, I have to go all the way back.
No, you can't undo it. It's permanent.
I could, but it would be my first permanent death, and I don't want that.
It's a Rebecca event.
It's a canon event.
It's a canon.
That's a... It's a canon event. I can't undo this one.
Canon event.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright. Yep. Because he's gonna go for Rebecca, and he's gonna hit her, and it's gonna hurt. And he's gonna die.
The RNG is slightly different now. So...
Oh, the RNG is different now, actually.
I shouldn't have said that. Fuck.
No, we might have pulled this back. We might have been able to undo the canon event. Oh yeah, hold on. My voice mod should be back up and running now, so... see if I can get that to work.
The RNG is different now.
Should be.
Suddenly a meteor hits the battlefield.
God. Alright. No, it's fine. It's a canon event. This is the first permanent death because I legit can't undo this one. Alright, damn it.
The Doctor once said that there were fixed points in time that you couldn't change. This is one of them.
You just noticed.
Shit, I didn't even consider it's a fixed point. Fuck! Alright. It's fine.
Fixed point in time. I can't change it.
Alright, well, this guy's dead.
Rebecca was supposed to die on Mars, not on Earth.
On Mars? How the fuck is she gonna get there?
So I was thinking about the episode The Waters of Mars.
She's just so good at like...
At the end he saves all the astronauts, but some of them of course that changes history.
What she does is she just like shoots the ground and acts as like a rocket, like launching her upwards.
So sort of like just pulling the bow all the way back, and then it's like the most aggressive arrow hit noise. It's either that or she goes full Minecraft skeleton and like machine gun fires the arrow out to fly.
Creates a cobble generator and just starts stacking stone blocks.
We talked about desert island scenarios at one point with some friends in college, and then they were like, "Oh, if you had these items, how would you get off the island?" And I think one of them was stone, and I made a joke about just building a bridge out of cobblestone. But like breaking it behind me, but building it in front of me.
That's not good.
I don't know why, but like that whole island thing you explained, Will, I feel like would be funnier as like a Joker Society voice kind of deal.
Well, you see, Batman, I just break the stone behind me.
If I give you some water and some lava, how will you get off this island?
And back into society.
Greetings, man.
Alright.
The soldiers of Laos are nothing against my blade, Batman. I've studied for years, and I'm not gonna give up now.
Is this a quote from the Batman Samurai movie?
I can make this sword disappear.
Slams his head down, yeah. Oh, man. Come on, Bartra, do another one. Or don't, that's fine.
It's weird, like Mark Hamill's been the Joker for a pretty long time, but I always think of Heath Ledger's Joker voice. Someone's like, do a Joker voice.
And the first one that comes to mind is Heath Ledger, yeah.
That the sword is mightier than the pen.
Oh.
They'd be lying to you, Batman.
I can make a pen disappear, but I can also make a sword disappear.
See, I was thinking
this pancake disappear.
I was talking
just
with
look away.
I was talking with someone earlier, and I was like, the one Joker voice that really surprised me with how good it was Zach Galifianakis in the Lego Batman movie.
I thought he just sounded like some guy in that, honestly. It didn't really sound like the Joker to me.
I love the Batman.
Alright, hold on. Can I use my staff on myself?
Batman, it's so
I cannot use my staff on myself, but it's fine. Do I have
Alfred
a...
the Butler with 2 T's.
Alright,
I can't do his proper full laugh, but it's so good. Yo.
I love how Hector's just been down here, he's just being like, yeah, I'm gonna guard the
I
tent.
only watched the Lego Batman film fairly recently, but it does kind of feel like it's over very quickly.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. There was Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
I was gonna say that, I had this thing recently. It was, I say recently, this was a couple months ago now, or a few months ago now. After I had seen, Avatar, when it came out. Because that's a long movie, you know?
3 hours.
Yeah,
it's something.
It's
I watched it twice.
It's a very long movie, but it fucked over my like kind of movie time thing. I don't know how to describe
Perception of time during a film.
Yes, that is the best way I can describe it. Is it fucked that up for me? No, I'm not gonna send Matthew out for that because those guys are gonna kill him. It fucked that up for me. So when I went to go see Puss in Boots like a week later, I was like, wow, this movie was really short. It's not. It's a standard movie length. It's an hour and a half. But
I mean, I do feel also like blockbuster films now are like really trying their damnedest to make like the longest run times possible in some cases.
Yeah, because they saw like I know Endgame was a really big one where it was
Endgame was 3 hours.
Yeah,
just over 3 hours.
And even Infinity War was quite long. So I think it was they saw that and they were like, oh, we can make stupidly long movies.
No, but Avatar: Way of Water, that was 3 hours as well, wasn't it?
Bart, no, please, Bart, don't die.
Bart Simpson.
Bart Simpson, yeah.
Hold on, we will send Bart down here, and we will heal him. There we go.
Albert Bartlett roasted potatoes.
Alright,
I don't know why, but for some reason I thought, like, Bart would have, like, a rap album.
I assume you're talking about Bart Simpson and not Bart Fire Emblem.
No, Bart Fire Emblem.
You said that and you got me thinking of the absolutely cursed meme that is Eminem versus IBS. Epic rap battles of history, Eminem versus IBS.
Oh, I have made a mistake today.
I just sending it later as such a bizarre meme.
Oh, but we leveled up. Nice.
For some reason, when you said IBS, I was thinking of IBM.
All right.
The computer company, IBM, yeah.
Which would be even funnier. Just Eminem rapping against the...
I mean, it does open with the line, "My name is Eminem, and I like to rap."
It's Christmas time.
There's no need to be afraid.
There's no need to
Christmas
be
time, we let in light, we
angel.
banish shade.
There's no
Think about the lyrics to do they know it's Christmas.
It is whatever I think. All I can think of is flipping.
Well, that's game over.
Well, another canon event.
That's game over. No, genuinely, if Elliewood dies, that's game over.
Well, you can reverse this one this time. It's not a canon event.
If Elliewood dies, society.
Wait. Wait, if Elliewood dies, I have to restart this level, right? That means Rebecca comes back to life! Just this once! Everybody lives! Alright.
Oh my goodness.
No,
Damn! One of the hardest quotes of all time.
Alright, hold on. No, I restart the chapter, but it's fine. All right, we'll just skip all this because we already went through all of it. Yeah.
But what about the important piss cutscene?
Now I am become dead character, canonist of events.
Do we ever see the holy water dude again?
I don't think we'll ever see the holy water man again. I don't think.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Okay, yep, I know how
Holy
to play the video game.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's urine.
Wouldn't it be funny though?
It would be a mild amount of tomfoolery if I had replaced this holy water.
God, could you imagine? Anyway, don't drink that.
I miss my wife.
She drank the holy water too.
It's been 10 years now. The accident wasn't my fault.
That's what she keeps telling me anyway. I don't believe it for a second.
She still writes back to me sometimes and says, I've won the lottery. 3 gold pieces.
3 doubloons.
She refuses to do any work around the house, that bitch. I wish I never married her.
Oh.
Now I must clean the stairs.
It's full of piss.
Just
I mean,
the
holy
stairs.
water.
I spilled it down the stairs.
Alas, I've slipped on some holy water.
Admittedly, cleaning just the stairs is difficult, since all the dust from upstairs keeps falling on it.
My back is broken and my day is ruined.
My back is broken and I'm in ER.
Oh, alright. Good on you, Rebecca.
Oh, Rebecca hasn't died. We
Yes.
should change that.
No, I refuse.
I wish
May I
I had a
suggest-
hat like that for cleaning the
I suggest
stairs.
She drink some of this holy water.
Come on, get him, Bart.
I believe it'll do her great things.
So when do we get the turnip G Fuel flavor that's just holy water?
No, if it's gonna be a turnip G Fuel flavor, it's gonna be turnip flavored. Like, come on.
That's cannibalism.
Going back to the
Yeah, I'm not gonna drink it.
This Bart rap album, I just like to imagine like it's just him saying what he sees. This is a big axe and I got some muscles. You're very short and you got nice hair.
What
None
is
of
he
it
like
rhymes.
a really? What is he like a really lame reaction YouTube?
He's
Yes.
no, he's
Bart
just
is
a
that
character out of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Don't Hug Me, I'm Bart will be the name of his first album.
All of the music videos are done with really crude puppets. Yeah.
One of them is just him screaming.
The
For-
puppets are just 2 helmets on the ends of spears.
The one where he's just screaming, it's just for a solid like 4 minutes.
There's one that's like a really intense death metal riff, and then he just whispers ASMR over it.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, Lowen, get another one.
Oh, in the end.
Or don't, that's fine.
Sadly, Bart's career came to an end when he chose to rip lyrics directly from The Weeknd's music library.
Sadly, Bart's
But
life
he
came
does
to
it
an
like out
end.
of order, so it's like he pulls lyrics from different songs and mashes them
It's
together.
in a completely like unrelated, completely different genre of song. He just switches to directly ripped lyrics for one verse and then returns back as if nothing happened.
It's just like in the middle of a rap, it's just a snippet of like one of the Weeknd songs, and then
I mean,
it
hey.
turns back to the rap.
Hip hop is built on sampling, so
True.
Nah, the real way.
So's
Bart died is
Vaporwave.
Him eating all the discs of his rap albums because he thought they looked tasty.
This is when Bart expands to Vaporwave.
Yeah.
He thought they were glazed because they were shiny.
I don't know, it'll be Future Funk, and it'll just be like a color flipped version of him as the album cover. Like his hair's blue right now, isn't it? It'd just
Yeah,
be like
so it'd be orange,
instead.
yeah.
It's like a color changing power.
See, the thing about Future Funk is like it's chill to listen to, I guess, but also like it's got that whole thing where if you listen to several of them, they just kind of sound the same to me. Sorry, all my Future Funk fans in the chat.
All of the none of them, because nobody has said anything in chat yet.
Oh, damn.
It's fine. It's fine. I honestly wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
I'd have been there to make Zelda CDI jokes if I wasn't already.
Ellen saying "fuck you, Future Funky's great." There we go. That's our first chat. All right.
Oh, excellent! You did it.
You're welcome. I'm not sure what Future Funk is. I'll be honest.
People on it's half the. I mean, why can we be thankful about a Future Funk? Because it's like one of the only reasons people even know about Macross anymore. It's because of Future Funk.
I forgot to do this. I forgot I added this command. There we go. There we go. Look at that. I added a cute little command in my chat of like oh, you get to pull a turnip like Peach's down B.
Oh yeah. I love Super Mario Brothers 2 though. For real.
It's
always sucked at that game. I
mean, the later levels are absolutely brutal, but those early ones are just so pleasant to play through, honestly.
Cool.
Yeah, with the soundtrack on the
I remember being. I'm sure we were all very confused the first time we played.
I was, but the first time I played that game was on All Stars on Super Nintendo because my cousins had it.
Mario All Stars is such a like pretty looking game.
Yeah, which I now have a copy of All Stars. It's actually in my Super Nintendo. It's back there somewhere.
I really wanted to get the Wii version back in the day, but then
the Wii
I found out that it was just a ROM rip.
SNES
Exactly.
ROM, yeah.
But like they packaged it up in such a like fancy collectors-y way, and you know I love that collector's edition packaging.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
I got a box set today of like every Bruce Lee film, and it's the fanciest thing I've ever seen. You have this huge box, you like lift the lid of it off, and inside there's like 1 billion Blu-rays, and then like a whole book is in there. I'm not even joking. Hardback, 200-page book with like essay-level writing from different people, and like set photos and stuff. They've got like a whole album of little like photos of like promotional images and stuff. I'm thinking like, this is some real gourmet shit.
I love it.
Sure, we'll go with this one.
Very tempted to just use the book as bedtime reading.
Honestly, reading video game manuals over reading actual books.
No, I've got a couple books I wanna actually sit down and read, but I haven't like sat down and read a book in quite some time. You know?
I've been mainly focusing on graphic novels. I find those easiest. Because pretty pictures.
Yeah. Well, because I've got 2 books specifically that are just sitting there on my shelf collecting dust, and I want to read both of them.
I bought the sci-fi novel Flowers for Algernon back in 2016, and I never read it.
The 2 books I have right now are Light of the Jedi, which is the first book in the High Republic, like, series in Star Wars.
Yeah.
And
Republic's so high, man.
Yeah. I from what I understand, yeah, actually, but then the other one I have is Jaws, which is like the book that the movie is based on.
I didn't know the Jedi were chill like that.
Yeah. No, there was one Star Wars book that came out fairly recently. I think it was called Queen's Hope. It was about Padme, but there's a scene where Anakin meets a transgender clone named Sister. And
damn, that's the best name they could come up with.
Well, listen.
The clones.
The in-universe reason for that being her name is that all of the other clones came up with it because they wanted to show that they were, you know, approving of her and everything. And she was like, "Oh, I appreciate you guys." So she kept the name Sister.
Like a fucking Smurfette situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Toda as well.
But Sister's like scared to come out to the Jedi. And then she meets Anakin, and he's like, "Well, you know, the Jedi are taught to transcend things. I don't see why we shouldn't transcend gender too." And then Sister's like, "Transcend gender. We'll work on it, but I like where it's headed." Which means that, canonically speaking, Anakin Skywalker invented the word transgender.
Oh my goodness. Iconic.
The thought of Obi-Wan Kenobi being like, "This is the gender appraisal you are looking for."
They should have gone with like transcendent or something. That would have been awesome.
I feel I feel like it's simultaneously high effort and lazy at the same time.
Yeah.
It really is. I love it.
Right,
I just realized that horse's name is Marcus. That character's name is Marcus.
Yeah.
Oh, like my D&D character Marcus Jungle
Will
Storm.
is a D&D character, an Australian.
This was the accent I've been doing for Kent because he looks like Marcus Jungleskog a little bit. Yes, I did name my D&D character after the infamous IKEA bear.
That's
it's better than naming your D&D character Boomer.
that's
Yeah, but that was funny as well.
True. Chat for Boomer and his trauma.
Oh yeah,
every D&D character's got trauma.
Yeah, let's put an F in the chat. Hold on, there we go.
Goodness.
I am going to.
What's the point of that room in the bottom left with two chests?
I'm
Just
pretty
one
sure.
guy.
No, I'm
guarding
pretty
the
sure.
boxes.
I'm pretty sure this can be unlocked with something. Like this door right here. Because this is a set of stairs. This is a door. I'm pretty sure this door can be unlocked, and I just don't care.
They couldn't afford to place traps, so they just put a man behind the door.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have him pretend that he's there as like an automated thing.
Alright, I'm gonna have Lynn take one for the team here in a second.
But
And
that
hopefully
room with
that's
the two
fine.
chests, it just gives me flipping that Minecraft when you come across like a monster spawner in caves.
Oh, I love messed up monster spawners. Just messed up Minecraft like pre-generated structures
It's
in
so
general.
good.
So funny sometimes.
So unique.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I didn't consider the consequences. Oh, no, I really did not consider the consequences. Oh, no, this might be bad.
Me when the Nether Fortress has a tunnel that just continues for like 100 blocks into nowhere with no loot.
That one is also game over, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna pretend that never happened. And we are gonna do this.
Lynn just lets out the most bit crunched. No!
Alright. See, I was hoping to avoid Matthew dying, but
Matthew just looks like some guy in a hood.
Yeah, Matthew's dead. Alright, I don't even care about Matthew, to be honest.
Ripped all my Matthews out there.
I'm just gonna politely move him out the way and prop him up against a like window or something.
See, the problem is, as soon as I moved him out there, I was like, well, this is gonna suck. Cause someone's gonna die. But I'd rather it be Matthew than anyone else.
I think Lowen's got a bit of an unfair advantage in this fight, you know, and a whole horse on his side.
Yeah.
But,
No, he's handicapped himself with his hair. It's all good.
That's true. That's true. He nerfed himself.
You do know putting Rebecca that is gonna kill her.
I'm gonna have Rebecca kill this person. Because then Rebecca gets the HP for it. And levels up.
Oh, she got like some kind of like draining ability or what?
No, it's just so your levels up.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Sorry. I know nothing about Fire Emblem.
It's
I am
alright.
very sorry.
I also know nothing about Fire Emblem. Are you kidding?
Hence why you're doing all the restarts.
got a friend who absolutely loves Fire Emblem, but he tried to explain it to me once, and I couldn't understand it.
Basically, from what I have played here on stream and what I have played of Three Houses, it is chess but horny. That's basically what it is.
Oh god, yeah, especially the modern day like dating mechanics. I'm assuming they can't date each other in this. That's not a thing in this one.
I think supports do exist to some extent, just not to the same extent.
It's usually, I mean, in the older ones, it's just we're homies, and then in a newer one, it'd be like
they'd be like, oh, professor.
They were roommates. Yeah, they were roommates.
Oh, they were roommates.
All right. All right, Rebecca. All right.
Rest in chat, Rebecca.
No, I remember the Nintendo magazine writing about seeing Fire Emblem not as a strategy game, but as romantic chess with people begging to share squares.
Pretty much. That's pretty much how this game plays, yeah. What in blazes? It's getting even noisier than before.
Isn't that the sound of combat?
It must be Lady Lindis. She's found reinforcements. It's time to do it. All right.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I thought aid might come, so I hit all. All right, yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can actually get it to work this time. Give me a moment, because I'm pretty sure that my voice mod is working now. So we go. There we go.
Nice.
Alright, so I hid keys and weapons here.
Oh, I see.
What are you going to do? Your master. He's betrayed us. Lucius, I must ask, what will you do?
You kind of sound like angry Solid Snake. Colonel!
Colonel!
You disappoint me. I want to stop Lord Raven. However, in his current state, I doubt he'll lend me his ear. He's got a bit of a skill issue going on right now.
States of Ohio.
So I will wait. The pauses kind of sound like he's just making this up.
Yeah.
And so will
No, he's singing. He's singing. This has become Fire Emblem the musical.
Lord Raven, yeah.
And so I will wait. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I just read the "and so" and it's reminded me of our D&D games.
Oh, I was thinking Les Mis. And so it must be, for so it is written on the doorway to paradise. Anyway.
You see, I'd do that if it wasn't
Les Miserables.
Yeah. Oh.
Les Miserable.
I'm sorry. I cannot fight. Please understand.
Alright.
Okay, it's quite the change.
I do. Here, these are for you.
For me? Vulnerary and a book of light magic?
You don't have to fight, just protect yourself. I've known you only a short time, but you're a friend. I don't want to see you die. Your name's not Matthew.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, you didn't want to see Matthew die. He was just a necessary sacrifice.
Yeah.
Oh, that dialogue box. I feel like he's got to change accent for this. He'd go, "Alright, lads, open that door."
On our honor as Kalen Knights, I don't know what happened to my voice there for a second. We will save the Marquess. All right, lads. Yeah.
Wait, they're giving you an explanation of magic now?
Yeah.
How far into the game are you?
We are in the second out of 2 stories.
Yo, are they magic explaining?
I can't believe it. Can't fucking believe this shit. All right. Let me give you a brief explanation of magic. Magic can be divided into 3 large groups. Anima magic is based on nature. Its attacks include
anime magic.
Anime magic is based on nature. Its attacks include One Piece and Naruto. The basic attack of light is lightning.
No.
Sorry.
While dark magic uses a spell called Flux. Each... Alright. Oh, alright. Weapon triangle. Cool, cool. Light is strong versus dark. Dark is strong versus anima. Anima is strong versus light. The trinity of magic.
The Triforce. Wait a minute.
It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Polyamory.
Alright. So light is stronger than dark. Dark is stronger than anima. Anima is stronger than light. Perfect. I think is how that goes. I don't know. I was only kind of half paying attention.
Anima.
Alright.
Dark is stronger than an aneurysm.
Well, yeah.
Join the dark side. We are aneurysm resistant.
Oh, hey, we got a door key. Oh! Hello, friends!
Oh, hello there.
I'm gonna avoid that for now, actually.
This is the parrot. We run away.
You don't see us. Rebecca, I'm actually only just gonna move a little bit.
Donkey, you don't understand. I'm too onion pilled for this.
Christ, I don't... It's the phrase...
I'm unfathomably based, Donkey.
Based?
Oh,
Based on what?
No, that would be a conversation that Shrek and Donkey would have is... Donkey, I'm unfathomably based for that. Based? Based on what?
Based?
Based on this swampy nuts.
Uh-oh, 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 bad, bad,
Uh-oh,
bad, uh-oh, bad, bad, no, bad.
Rip.
No, it's fine.
I
Lynn
know
is
they're
fine.
not dead yet.
Lynn is fine. That might pose a problem, though.
They keep
Alright.
calling her Lady Lindis, but like, there's a place, pretty sure there's a place in the UK called Lindisfarne. I keep thinking of it
Yeah.
whenever.
Lady Lindy's nuts.
Hold on.
Elliot, please.
Alright.
Wait, is there a weapon she's carrying called Mani Catty?
Yeah, that's the magic sword that we got earlier.
Wait, that just sounds like many cut. Manny Cutty. Many Cutty.
Suppose so.
Genius name.
That is truly sheathed on sheath sword, man turns into ham slices moment.
Yeah.
That's how they make ham. They just get someone with a katana to slice it up.
Yeah, they just call up future Trunks.
I mean, in anime with that trope, they do tend to have a lot of ham in their acting.
That's true. That's true. I didn't even consider. Oh, hello, Lucius. I forgot. We can... Well, no,
Whether
we can't.
intentional or unintentional.
Alright. Bernard!
Bernard.
I just think I think I like Megamind's like when he shapeshifts into that guy who works at the Metro Man Museum.
Why does Bernard look like a grizzled father who would chuck their like child into the deep end of the pool? Because they
Probably.
have to learn somehow.
You'll never learn to swim without going to the deep end. But father, please. No. You're 30
Father.
now.
Damn, you missed? That sucks.
Gotta call the services. Tell them that sucks. Oh
Elliot.
yeah, this is me. So
Oh, right.
I'm done for. Is this really the best I could aspire to?
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize this was that guy. Whoops. I'm pretty sure we could have recruited him too.
Meanwhile, Molinos has got his tent just pitched in like a random room. He's just like,
I sure
well,
hope.
I suppose I.
Sure hope nobody attacks me.
Nah.
Which, unfortunately, might be the case here in a second if I'm not quick enough. Which,
He's just trapped on a staircase.
Yeah. The tiny little XP gain. Oh, hello, friends. Hey, Lowen.
Hey, Lois, do you remember that time I was a Fire Lord?
Oh, man. Alright,
Hey, Lowen. Did you know that time I was a Lord of Cinder?
Family emblem.
Oh.
This truly was the darkest
We
of
got a
Cinder.
hammer.
I like when games like name drop the entirely wrong game.
No, I love like the incorrect like quotes, you know, where it's like we truly are living in a fire emblem, you know, like that kind of thing.
Oh yeah. Well, Bumblebee, that was truly a Transformers Rise of the Beasts brackets 2023.
Damn, Mario! We could call that a new Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS.
No, I don't want to send her
That's
out.
how the next game will end. Mario will be like, it really was a Super Mario Brothers, a wonder.
Oh man, I cannot wait for that game. If there is one genre of video games that I just absolutely adore, it's platformers.
Do you ever think they like advertised Super Mario Galaxy with like the catchline "A Galaxy of Fun" or something?
They probably
Oh,
did.
absolutely. Knowing that time, like the video game marketing of that day, it was like simultaneously high effort like footage, low effort
Hector.
taglines.
Hector can get it. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Hector is
Why did you phrase it like that?
Because Hector can get it. Look at that. That's 2 crits in a row from Hector.
I mean, the sprite do be making them look like the kind of character I'd have designed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's the big shoulder pads and the cape.
Uh-oh. Very bad. Very bad. Very, very, very bad. Very bad.
Miss. Nope.
Rebecca's dead. It is a canon event.
Forgive me, brother.
No,
Anyway.
you need to get the flippin' Miguel.
Oh, hold on.
Theme, sorry.
That kind of sounded like.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that previous sound effect kind of sounded like a Siren Head actually took some time to tune himself.
No, that was Death from Puss in Boots 2.
Oh,
Yes.
someone got around to watching that.
That's his little whistle that he does throughout the movie, which genuinely, like,
Mel,
I
wouldn't put them up against the wall.
I don't have a
Then the
choice.
wizards can...
Do I need the context of Puss in Boots 1 to see Puss in Boots 2?
No. In fact,
No.
it's much better if you just. Well, okay. There are some characters that show up from the first movie that you kind of need context for, but like also at the same time, Puss in Boots 1 is a bad movie.
I thought it wasn't
You
really
watch
bad, it
Puss
was just
in
kind of
Boots
mid.
1 for the same reason you watch flipping The Room or something.
I
I
wouldn't
would say
even
it's as bad as The Room.
No, it's nowhere near as bad as The Room. Are you kidding?
Not as bad, but it's like the same kind of ballpark of just like you watch it because there's some stupid stuff there.
No, if you wanna know like the progression of the Puss in Boots movies, the first one, the main villain is Humpty Dumpty. The second one, the main villain is Death.
Sorry, I just do you remember that scene in 1 where they do the reveal that Humpty Dumpty was always there, and it's just every scene, but he's just disguised as something, and he turns around to look at
Oh,
the
Hector,
camera.
it's so funny.
It's so
I mean,
funny.
I'm glad that at least Shrek 5 has been confirmed to be approaching. But also, like, Shrek 5 with the art style of Puss in Boots 2.
Oh my
I
god.
feel that would go hard.
That would.
Oh my goodness. I seriously hope they do Shrek 5 well.
Just imagining, like, Shrek moving with, like, an unnecessary level of, like, dynamicism. be so out of place, but really funny.
Well, I do remember like the animation quality of Forever After was a huge step up from the first 3 movies. You know,
I mean, the first one was, what was it, 2001?
2000, I mean, yeah, 2001, but like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, it's like when in Mario Odyssey we could finally see all of Mario's individual mustache hairs.
Yeah, now we can finally see all the pores on Shrek's face.
Oh, that's so... No!
I'm glad I could put that
Finally,
image in your head.
he sweats.
Oh, Christ. Alright,
I'm probably gonna have to peace out now. It's pretty late.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Gaming.
I could probably stick around for a bit longer.
Alright.
It's
This one chapter is taking quite some time, too. I might actually just end it after this chapter.
Oh, good.
So...
Oh, but that tent, though.
Oh,
Tent's
Hector!
defender.
Alright, have a good night, Ellen. Oh, man. I'm not prepared.
I think the tent is just outside this whatever place we're in right now.
Yeah.
He's turned up as like a... You know that whole thing of like people camping outside the store for like the launch of a games console?
Yeah. That's...
I feel like that's less of a thing nowadays, right? Like...
Well... Would have been more of a thing if the PS5 had just been available at launch.
That's true. I mean, the Series X also had availability issues, didn't it? Not as much as the PS5, though.
Not nearly as much as the PS5, but also it didn't have as much demand that the PS5 had.
Yeah.
Which is really funny when you consider the current lineup of exclusives on PS5. That console has been out for 3 years. There are exactly 11 games exclusive to that console. One of them's a tech demo, and the 2 of them are remakes of already.
I mean, also, I think there's like DLC that's exclusive to it.
And one of them's not even out yet. Yeah.
Horizon Burning Shores.
Yeah.
That's one of the only. It's just DLC for Forbidden West. That's only on the PS5 because the PS4 couldn't run it.
Yep.
But the main game, the base game, is still available on PS4.
Yep.
It's like, damn.
Oh, sorry.
Is that really it? I shall wait on a PC port of that so I can finally play it.
Oh no, not the nameless Kalen soldier.
First name Nameless, second name Kalen. The green dude's looking like they ate too many garden peas.
Oh, you know what they say, you are what you eat.
He eats a whole bag of frozen peas before battle.
You don't?
Oh, you're right. I should improve my performance that way. Before you go to the gym, you just down a bag of frozen peas. This implies that I go to the gym.
I was gonna say you just hit up Iceland before you go to the gym. Oh man.
I've not been to an Iceland in so long.
Neither have I. I'll give you 5 guesses as to why. We don't have them here.
Damn shame. They just call it Greenland instead.
No, apparently, and I found this out through watching a Tom Scott video. Apparently, there are branches of Iceland in Iceland.
That's amazing. I'm so glad. Now they can't avoid any of the jokes about holidaying to Iceland either.
Yeah. Oh man. No, I've mentioned it before. The one I really miss is like the meal deal from like Tesco or Sainsbury's.
Oh, of course, yeah. Classic. It keeps going up in price year on year, sadly, but.
Yeah, I heard. What's it up to now? I heard
some stores it's £3.90.
Oh man,
others
last I
it's
heard
£3.50 is like the cheapest you can get it.
I was gonna say that's the last I heard was £3.50. No, which is still. That's not what I meant to do. I did not mean to hit the wait button. That's. Because it's still cheaper than anything we've got over here, which, sad to say, but you know, is the truth.
That's absolutely crazy, honestly. Don't we'd be without the meal deal.
The closest thing that I can think of that we have stateside, or at least here in Florida, is there's a chain of grocery stores called Publix. And at one of the things about Publix is they have in most of their stores they have a deli, and they'll just like make subs. So it's like the best way I can say this is Floridian culture, I guess. Like Publix subs are like a thing, you know. It's you go down Publix, yeah, I'm gonna get a pub sub, you know, that kind of thing. They have a deal.
So yeah, in Britain, a pub sub would mean a pub with subtitles.
Yeah. Yeah. So they have like a thing where you get like a sub from Publix, and then you can also get a bag of chips or crisps, I guess.
Crispy boy.
Yeah, a bag of chips and a drink of some kind. Like they have a soda fountain there, so like a soft drink or like a little bottle of sweet tea and everything. Because this is the southern United States. Sweet tea is definitely a thing down here. And it's still like, I think for a half sub with the whole deal, it comes out to about $8-ish after tax.
Oof, that's about £6 over it.
Yeah. And that's just for the half sub. If you get the whole sub, it's closer to like 10 or
That better
11.
be a good sub.
No, it is really good. It's just also, you know, a lot of money.
I think that kind of makes me think of like Pret a Manger that we've got over here. I don't know if you have that in the US, but
I don't think we do.
Pret a Manger is like a similar kind of like a similar sort of like drinks and food.
Yeah.
As I imagine you'd be buying from Publix, but like it's not cheap, but it is really good.
When I went into Pret a Manger, when I was over there, I got the vibe that it was like Starbucks. Like that's
it's like if you bought it's like if Starbucks made a meal deal, yeah.
Yeah. Starbucks made a meal deal. God,
and we also have Starbucks over here, but
yeah. But that's the kind of vibe I got from Pret a Manger.
Yeah.
That kind of like upscale, but not like super fancy coffee place.
Well, the chicken club sandwich in there is real good.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna have this guy attack.
Can't believe for years I didn't realize that it's called the Chicken Club because club is an acronym for chicken and lettuce under bacon.
Huh.
I thought it was just that there was like it started when a club of dudes decided they'd all eat these sandwiches.
I didn't realize it was
like you go to a golf club or something.
All right. Oh my god, hold on.
What is this man's chin? He got the Wario chin, you know?
Look at this man!
He's like if Wario were an 80s anime character.
Oh my god, he is. We gotta give him the Wario voice now.
I'll go Kuma.
Yeah.
I am Bernard, Knight Commander of Laos.
That's Wario, Snake. He also attacks by farting. Alright,
I would test the might of those who bested Bowker. This is starting to sound a bit like, I'm escaping to the one place not corrupted by capitalism.
Spice! There he goes. Bernard is dead.
This is a just reward for Laos's brutality.
Damn. Cool. Marcus leveled up.
I hate that they were like brutality, and I was very tempted to make a comment about turning body cams on.
All right.
Got a little too close to the sun there.
All right, and then we seize and we beat the chapter.
It's just like you have to actually go to the throne.
Yeah.
Sit on the seat and it's done.
Yeah. It's he sits in the seat like Sora does on the box art for the all-in-one package. Grandfather, where? Lord Hausen, where are you?
God, this is what's Elliewood. here on the throne. I like the idea that like all three of them are just sat on the throne, found out there's blood on it, and have just got back up again. Like the throne had to be massive to support like the huge shoulder pads that Bernard had.
He's like, ah, shit.
Here on the throne, it's blood.
Blood? No, it can't be. Lindis, calm down.
They just forcibly shapeshifted him into a pool of blood.
Yeah. Yeah, they're actually hallucinating right now. They're under the effects of the scarecrow gas.
I love Professor Layton and Pandora's box. Oh, sorry, it's the Diabolical box in the US. I forgot about that.
It is the Diabolical box. Because for some reason they thought Americans wouldn't know who Pandora is.
There's also, I mean, isn't it? It's Unwound Future instead of Lost Future over there.
It is Unwound Future. That one.
So Lost Future makes more sense because like they actually say the title in the game.
Yeah. No, it's I guess they changed it because they wanted it to sound more sophisticated, I suppose. And Diabolical Box, I guess, sounds more like evil, like mustache twisty kind of villain.
Yeah. Calm yourself, Luke. Yeah. If we're going to solve this puzzle, I'm going to have to put together this jigsaw. This means that the bomb won't go off. And everyone will be just fine.
He might only be injured. Hold on. Come! Let's find him!
Oh, did you, I wasn't sure if you're aware of this, but did you know that the voice actor of Luke and Professor Layton is different whether you're playing the game in the UK or the US?
That happens surprisingly frequently.
Because the US version's voice actor is doing a such a over aggressive Cockney accent that apparently when they did a test play of it for UK audiences, they found the accent offensive. So they got a British voice actress to play her instead.
That's fantastic. No, I think the only Layton game I played was the first one on the DS. It's been years, so I don't remember what Luke sounds like offhand. But like now that you're saying that, I'm like, yeah, he did have a really bad Cockney accent. Now that I'm.
But if you watch Professor Layton: The Eternal Diva, they only dubbed that with the UK cast, so you can hear what UK Luke sounds like in that.
Oh man, I need to watch Eternal Diva. I've heard it's really good.
It is it's like one of the only video game adaptations I can think of where I was like, yeah, they couldn't have done anything else with that.
Yeah.
Like that was, they kind of ticked all the boxes for, like managing to evoke the game without it feeling without like breaking the immersion of the film.
Yeah. Which is cool. I am glad we're getting more and more good video game adaptations, but, like, it's cool that, like, because that one was one of the first ones that really, like, people were like, oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah, I think that was, like, late 2000s, that as well.
Yeah, because that was before, like, obviously, it was before, like, Sonic the Hedgehog and the Super Mario Brothers movie and Detective Pikachu and all that.
I know, it's probably because I'm not the target demographic for it, but I didn't actually enjoy the first Sonic film that much.
I thought it was a fine film, but it could have been any other character in that role.
Yeah. I'm told the second is a lot better.
The second one is definitely... There are some scenes in the second one that I'm like, why am I watching a Bridesmaids movie and not a Sonic the Hedgehog movie?
I know the Eggman flosses in the second one, which I'm like...
But
why?
But for any scene that's actually got Sonic or Tails or Knuckles or Eggman in it, it does feel more Sonic the Hedgehog than...
When I found out in the first one that the Olive Garden product placement was a completely fake thing and they just made that up.
No, it wasn't
even sponsored by Olive Garden.
No, it was a real promotion that they were doing at the time, but because they had to delay the movie to fix Sonic's animation, the promotion had ended by the time the film actually came out.
Oh, that was because I've heard somewhere that it was just like a joke they put into the script. and that it wasn't actually a proper placement, but
no, it was an actual one. It was just out of date by the time the movie itself came out, which is even funnier, I think. But also, I think the Olive Garden bit throughout that movie is how you do product placement like that, because it's like very clearly product placement, but it's also funny. You know, like the guy coming in at the end and be like, "Have you heard about their unlimited bread bowls?" Like,
I mean,
this very
it wasn't
serious,
really
like,
funny
military
at the
character.
time, but also, I could see why it would be funny, but for me, I was just like, we don't even have Olive Garden over here. I'm just sitting through like, I know what Olive Garden is and what they serve now, but like, back then I was like, I'm just. What is any of this?
Olive Garden is maybe the most like mid chain to exist.
I heard it's kind of a meme that it is really mid, but like people love talking about it as if it's like high gourmet, as like an ironic thing.
Yeah, well, it's also the unlimited breadsticks is like a thing that you get there. So like you sit down and they just bring you like a bowl of breadsticks and then you finish.
It's like going to Bella Italia over here. It's like the most mid Italian restaurant you could possibly go to.
Yeah. All right. Yes, you're right. I must be calm. There, over there. There's someone. Who's there? Show yourself. Show yourself. All right. Whoa, hello. I didn't expect her.
You.
Them.
Layla.
Layla. Yes, it's me, Lord Hector. It's been a long time. You know her?
Yes, her name's Layla.
I literally just said this.
Works for Astia. It's a bit like Godzilla dubs being like, it's remote control. Remote control! Alright, she's a spy.
Alert! There's a red spy in the base! Oh, now I have to do that voice. Lord Eliwood of Ferre and Lady Lindis of Killen, correct?
Well, I have to visit your mother.
Hold on, wait. I do have that one.
Your mother?
There we go. I am Layla. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Lady Lindis, Marquess Galen is back there receiving treatment. My French accent is awful. My grandfather is safe.
I don't think Spy's French accent's that convincing either, but that makes it funnier.
It's not.
It's one of those accents where it's like it's fake, but it still works.
It's fake, but you can still like tell. Oh, that's supposed to be a French accent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Zelda in Breath of the Wild. Like her voice is very, very much not genuinely British sounding, but
you
like
can tell like that's what she was trying to go for.
Me.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few attempts at a fake British accent that I'm like, yeah, I can listen to this.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time I'm like, no.
I get people complaining about like, oh, it's a fake accent and everything, but like also like Zelda's voice in the English dub of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is just not bad.
I like it, honestly.
Yeah. It's also
surprising.
probably.
I usually don't like people putting on British accents because they always go for like Cockney or something.
Yeah. They go for Cockney, or they go for like that kind of like very stereotypical like London. You know.
Basically, it's all so London centric.
Yeah. Is life?
Let's try Yorkshire.
Oh my God, no! Even if I tried, I don't think I could pull off a Yorkshire accent. Ah, Father Sky and Mother Earth. At that point,
I mean?
I don't know. I thank you for your mercy.
Daddy Sky.
No!
Layla, what are you doing here?
I'm following Lord Uther's orders. I'm investigating Marquess Ferre's disappearance.
I think I've mentioned this on a previous stream, but I just find it funny that some characters, when they're like, the portraits are shown sort of one slightly behind the other, it just looks like they're
yeah.
They're just yelling into each other's ears.
Yeah. My father! When will you let me live on my own? Alright. What have you learned? Come with me. We should talk in private.
He's just there all by himself. Ah, come on, Ellenwood.
Ah!
Worrying about things won't change them.
I know. I'm fine. Let's go. Let me start with my conclusion. Marcus Ferret is alive.
Is he saying whoa or who?
I think he's saying woo.
Woo! Woo!
Woo!
Ellenwood.
That's wonderful. Are you sure? I've been posing as a member of the Black Fang for several months. That's where I got this information. I believe it is true. It's like
That
slowly...
Fang really needs a dental checkup.
Yeah. I was gonna say my voice is slowly going from like a really bad French accent to a really bad Spanish one. Black Fang. They're the Assassin's Guild that Eric spoke of. Yes, we've known of their existence for quite some time.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
I rewatched that movie recently. It's so good.
How it took me so long to like even get around to my first viewing of that movie, honestly.
Well, because I watched it the first time I watched it was as a kid. You know, I was the kid sick in bed. That is how I watched that movie for the first time.
Wait, so you mean Columbo turn up to your house?
Yeah,
he was like, there's just one more thing.
You know what the funniest thing about it was? Like, I didn't realize, like, because I sometimes pay attention to actors, but sometimes I don't. I did not realize until my latest viewing that was Peter Falk.
It's just one more thing.
Yeah.
That night.
But
you said it was inconceivable.
But it was just like on my latest viewing, I was watching that movie, I was like, wow, this guy's voice sounds really familiar. Is that Columbo? Alright.
Explain.
The Black Fang is a guild of assassins founded about 10 years ago by Brendan Reed. They're
Now you're
based in
slipping
Bern.
into Russian a bit.
They're based in Bern. I ask for your papers, please. Their arms reached quickly in several other countries. I can't like maintain a consistent voice for this character. That's just what's gonna happen. Originally, they targeted only nobles who abused their positions. The masses saw them as chivalrous, defenders of the common man. Their activities found wide support.
Chivalrous.
It really is the Godzilla dub. Then about a year ago, Brendan got married again. Black Fang's operations have slowly changed since then. Yeah, it really is slipping into Russian. Now they'll take on any target, no matter how difficult.
One thing I love about the Japan-recorded Godzilla dubs is that a lot of the characters are fairly normal voices, and you have this one guy who speaks like a cartoon character. like he speaks like that. Nobody brings it up, and it's never talked about again.
That's what happens when you like do an Avengers movie and you got like Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, and Matt Mercer.
like the US recorded Godzilla dubs, they all speak with like very, very clearly fake Japanese accents.
Oh,
in the older ones. In the very old ones.
I know it's the old ones, but still, no, don't do that.
In fairness, some of the voice actors in those dubs are Japanese.
Okay, well,
or at least like from roughly around that area of the world.
See, I thought you meant like they were all white dudes doing Japanese accents.
But I mean, there are a couple of them that are just white dudes doing Japanese accents in the cast. But I mean, Godzilla Raids again did have George. That was George Takei's first acting role on film. And
I was gonna say on film because I know he was Sulu in Star Trek, right?
Yeah.
I know very little about Star Trek.
Godzilla Raids Again dub was recorded in the late 50s, and I don't think Star Trek started till the 60s.
Star Trek was, I think, mid 60s, somewhere around
there.
Yeah. As long as they're paid, and they're no longer killing only criminals, anyone is a fair target.
Is this Black Fang responsible for what's happened to my grandfather?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
May I see
May I
it?
see it? No.
No. Oh, man.
Well, Seymour, you're an odd fellow, but I must say, you fire a good emblem.
We've learned of a mystery man named Nurgle, behind Reed's wife.
Eliwood's house is on fire. Don't worry, it's just the holy water.
Ah, we've come full circle. All right. It seems the Black Fang is performing secret tasks across Lycia for Nurgle. Nurgle's trusted retainer, Infidel, is with Marques Laus. He manipulated Laus into hatching... Oh my god, it really is Russian. The rebellion plot against Alstia. The first to answer Laus's call for rebellion was... Drumroll, please. Marques Santaruz.
Lord Hellman, why would you?
There's a mayo brand called Hellman's
There
over
is
here.
well, there's a mayo brand called Hellman's over here. How about that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Next was Lord Elbert. Marques Ferre.
You're telling me that my father endorsed this plan?
Father, when can I leave to endorse my plan?
I cannot say. Hold on. I gotta try to get back into Spy's voice. Give me a second. Your mother. Seduce me. I do know that he is with Marques Laus currently. In a place called the Dragon's Gate. It's really not Spy. I can't do a good impression of Spy. It's fine.
Dragon's Gate? Where is that?
On an isle called Valor. Off the southern coast of Lycia. I'll just do a Russian accent at this point. It's the one I keep slipping into. I apologize, but that is all the information I have.
Of all places to be, Valor. Blast! Oh, confound you!
No, that is the, I'm going to escape to the one place.
What kind of place is it? It's said that those who step onto the island never return.
Speaking of George Takano, he's also in that same game. He's got the whole speech of, "You are made of stupid." There's someone who did like an edit with Vine booms after every sentence.
You are made of stupid.
The common folk call it the Dread Isle. If that's where my father is, however, I will go and find him. And this Dragon's Gate, too.
I'm going with you. I'll tell you right now, you can't stop me.
I'm also going.
I'm going and that's that. Folds his arms, just like the most horrible metal clanking sound.
Reminds me of the,
No, there's only one gender, and it's mine. You can't have it.
That's just so funny, like the idea of just being like, nobody else exists here except me.
Lindis, I appreciate your kindness, but shouldn't you stay with Marques Kalen? Laus must be stopped. Otherwise, they might target my grandfather again. I also wish to help Eliwood's father. Someone who you might know as Roy's grandfather. Anyway. Losing a parent. It's an unbearable pain.
Yeah, Eliwood is Roy's dad, which is really funny for people in the West who never got to play the game that Roy was, in.
Well, they also look like the same guy.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
No, Eliwood is Roy's dad. Because it was, because Roy showed up in Smash Brothers first, so technically Roy is from Smash Brothers and not from Fire Emblem. And then that game that he was supposed to be in, came out in Japan, but because they had put, Roy and Marth in Smash Bros, in every region, people were like, who the fuck are these anime losers?
And so they were like, well, we'll just test the water. So the next game after that, which is this one, came out in the West.
Smash Bros. Has been used to promote new Fire Emblem games for a pretty long time now, and I think about it, because like Corrin, Corrin was revealed before. I think Fire Emblem Fates are either only just released or wasn't even out in.
I think it was about
outside of Japan just yet.
I think it was about to come out in the West. Yeah.
I've got mixed opinions on having like a character in Smash Bros before the game even releases, because I thought the whole thing with Smash Bros was like usually the character has to have like a pretty beloved fan base first before they can be in.
Sometimes it's that, and then other times it's Nintendo being like, promote our game.
I feel like that's like that. Is there any other franchises that do that with?
Kind of sort of ARMS, because like ARMS is it's a decent game, but it doesn't have a really big following, but they still put Min Min in Smash Brothers.
Everyone thought ARMS was gonna be like the start of a whole new like flagship IP, and then it just never came to be, did it?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Because the game was kind of mid.
There was like Codename Steam as well. That was another one Nintendo did that just never took off.
I'm actually genuinely upset that Codename Steam was not a better game, because I feel like the idea behind it is really interesting.
Wasn't it like former US presidents beat up Max?
I know Abraham Lincoln is a character in Codename Steam. I don't know if it's any others. Christ, now I'm curious. I'm gonna look this up.
I know. It sold really poorly. Not like Devil's Third levels are bad, but like
Codename Steam.
It's a bit of a weird era for Nintendo, that, because like the 3DS sold like hotcakes, and then the Wii U is just like barely selling.
I'm sorry. The Japanese title for Codename Steam is Lincoln vs. Aliens.
Honestly, that's way cooler of a title than Codename Steam.
It's a turn-based strategy video game developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo. The story is set in an alternate steampunk-based history and features a Silver Age comic book art style and a cast of characters from across American literature and folklore. What characters are in it? Hold on.
I get the feeling that maybe it might not have hit off as well with Japanese audiences.
Sorry, the game is also compatible with amiibo figures, allowing players to play as Marth, Robin, and Lucina from the Fire Emblem series.
That's so bizarre, because like usually when you think like amiibo compatibility, they always go for like it's Mario, it's Link. It's just altogether specifically Fire Emblem.
All right, Henry Fleming, who's the protagonist of the Red Badge of Courage, John Henry from the Tall Tale, Abraham Lincoln, the Cowardly Lion, Tiger Lily from Peter Pan, Tom Sawyer, Queequeg from Moby Dick, Randolph Carter from H.P. Lovecraft's universe, and the Scarecrow, also from Oz. Sorry.
Just imagine like the last moment is dropped like Darth Vader or something.
No, I love reading this plot synopsis because it just goes. Carter says to Lincoln that the aliens were not just after his research, but also the Necronomicon. Sorry, the fox from Zorro, who is voiced by Grey Delisle.
Incredible.
Oh man. The warrior queen, Calafia, who is the fictional queen of the island of California. With the Necronomicon, Carter concludes that the source of the threat is the Great Shoggoth. However, their base comes under attack and they barely manage to escape with the help of the cyborg Tin Man. And Lincoln is critically injured.
I think he's going to get critically injured a few years from now anyway. Sorry,
for a little bit of context, apparently they're on an airship called the Lady Liberty. When all hope seems lost, a strange light appears in the Lady Liberty, revealing none other than Dorothy Gale, who takes the team to Oz.
That's incredible. This really is like, it is so bizarre seeing sort of one culture written about through the eyes of another.
Oh man, you know what? I've gotta play Codename Steam. I've gotta get my very real Nintendo 3DS and play Codename Steam on Steam at on stream.
You could watch, if you ever watch, it's Gunsmith Cats, the 90s OVA series, and Riding Bean, which are both set in the US.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, they might just replicate some bits of it quite well from what I've heard. I've never been to the US, so I wouldn't know. But like, in Gunsmith Cats, their sense of how gun laws in the US work are completely whack. Like they have a gun store and people can just turn up and buy an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that isn't legal in the US. Right? Right?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Yeah. Anyway, moving along because we're still playing the video game.
Of course.
It's something I'd rather you didn't have to feel yet. Lindis, Hector, thank you. You give me strength.
Father, when can I have strength? Don't mention it.
We're friends. It's what friends do, Elliewood. I'm also going to continue searching. Lady Lindis, I think it would be prudent to let the world think Marquess Galen is dead.
Welcome back to Keko Cringe with Lady Lindis.
I understand. I'll do that. Thank you.
Okay, Elliewood, let's see your meme.
Elliewood's like super out of touch. He pulls up like a minion meme from like Facebook. Lindis is like, that's pretty cringe, Elliewood.
The Keko Cringe with Yoda one that always makes me laugh. It's like bass crunch to oblivion. Because of, Keko Cringe, welcome back to.
Yeah. No thanks,
Young Skywalker, show me your meme, you must.
No thanks necessary, if you'll excuse me.
Layla.
Sorry, I've got the sound bite playing in my head from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series where little Leia yells out, Lola! In that exact tone of voice. Yes?
Nurgle?
Nurgle.
Sounds like something you call kids on the playground.
Nurgle is one step removed from Garfield's arch nemesis, actually.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dreaded Nermal. I like referenced Nermal to one of my roommates. This is a while ago now, but they had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. I was like, Nermal from Garfield. You know, the little gray cat that's like all perfect and Garfield hates him, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Apparently, this person had never heard of Nermal before. I was very confused by that.
That reminds me of, I was talking about don't feed a cat. I made a joke about not feeding a cat lasagna.
Yeah.
And people knew Garfield was, but they didn't know that he ate lasagna, and I was like, what? It's like Garfield's like #1 trait.
That's like cultural osmosis. Like the first thing that happens in cultural osmosis is, Garfield likes lasagna.
Absorb the Garfield knowledge. Yeah. No, I've seen the joke I'm taking it. Nurgle is normal post-transition.
All right. Yeah. I've yet to lay eyes on Nurgle. I've spoken to FNL on several occasions. However, he's eerie. But like the lake in Michigan. He always wears a cloak that covers his face, and yet...
What is it?
His eyes glow golden. He is a Sith Lord. You can't miss them. They seem inhuman.
He's got the Millennium Eye and then a knockoff of the Millennium Eye. He can't see.
I have trapped Lord Kalen's soul in the Shadow Realm. Well... Alright, you want to take this guy? Because I gotta take Lynn.
Lady Lindis, there's two of me.
I've mastered the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Everyone, I'm happy to see you all well. All two of you. I'm going after Marquess Laos. Protect my grandfather.
Can't believe you wouldn't even call us by our names. One moment, Lady Lindis. Please take this before you leave. One of them's called Eric, spelt the regular way, and the other's called Eric, but it's spelled E-R-Y-K.
What?
We were able to move it before Laos's bed ransacked our vaults. We'll take care of Lord Hausen.
They managed to get inside the Disney Vault. We'll finally be able to get that rare VHS copy of The Little Mermaid.
What's the deal with the rare VHS copy of The Little Mermaid?
So,
what lore must I learn?
So, back in the day, I don't know if they did this over in the UK, but here in the US at least, for a long time, Disney had this, like, marketing thing called the Disney Vault, where it was, like,
yeah.
They would release VHS tapes. This was, like, back in the 90s. Like early to mid 90s, and I think it lasted into the 2000s with like the DVDs.
Oh wait! Is this like a version of the film with scenes not present in other versions of it, or something?
Not quite. It's they would release a limited run of a certain film. They would release it on tape, and it would only be available for a certain amount of time. And so the whole marketing thing was get it before it goes back into the Disney Vault, you know, like that kind of thing. Like that was genuinely their marketing campaign was we're releasing this out of the Disney Vault, and it's only going to be available for a limited time.
They're just going to drag poor Ariel kicking and screaming back into the vault.
Yeah. Well,
never see her again.
Well, it got to the point where they had like a whole graphic for the Disney Vault. It was like a stereotypical like bank vault, but in the shape of Mickey, like Mickey's ears. You know.
Especially Mickey dressed as a riot policeman, like arresting other Disney characters.
Back into the Disney Vault for you, haha. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was like, actually. Yeah, but they did that for a long time, like well into when they had DVDs. Like they would do special releases of films on DVD, and the way with the VHS tapes, it was basically they would just sell the same tape during each run, you know, where it was like the first Little Mermaid run and the second Little Mermaid run were the same tape, essentially. But they got away with that because it was limited and because, you know, tapes wear out over time. With DVDs, they're way cheaper to produce. You make more of them for basically the same price, you know, as making the VHS run. And they last way longer. You know, as long as you don't scratch them, they're not going to wear out the way tapes do. So
I think DVD's lifespan is, I think it's like 50 to 60 years.
Yeah, something
along those lines. Blu-ray's lifespan's 80 to 120.
Yeah.
Just nuts.
So, it's the way they like marketed the whole Disney Vault thing with DVDs was, you've got to get this specific run because it's got these specific special features. You know, like behind the scenes stuff and really terrible games and, you know, all of that kind of thing. And
that is not good from a preservation standpoint.
It's not. But, so it was like each new run of the DVDs that would come out, had different special features on them. Yeah, it's really not good for preservation stuff, and, like, a lot of those, like, runs of DVDs fetch, like, extortionate prices on, like, eBay nowadays. And if you want the whole collection, you've got to buy each new version of the same movie over and over again. So I really hope you like Home on the Range, you know?
It's like when they redub an anime and then, like, you can't find the original dub for, like, years and years.
Yeah, it ends up on the Lost Media Wiki.
Someone license it with both.
Yeah.
You have to look it up on archive.org or something.
Anyway. Alright, here we go.
Please, Lady Lindis, return to us safely.
I will. Thank you. Oh, we got a light room. Alright. Accept side quest? Sure, fuck it, why not? That being said, we're gonna save it there, and honestly,
There was a lot happening in that. That battle kind of looked stressful.
Yeah. You noticed early on in that battle, I was just kind of letting you and Ellen talk for a little bit because I was focusing on the game.
Yeah, I mean, there was like so much just. I mean, I don't really understand strategy games that much. The only ones I've played are way slower paced ones, like Warhammer Dawn of War.
Yeah.
And like, I don't understand Fire Emblem. I'm no closer to understanding it. I very much apologize to my friend I played D&D with, who absolutely loves Fire Emblem, but I could just never understand it.
Yeah. No, it certainly is a video game. I definitely want to get to the very end of it on stream and then move on to a different game. But like also at the same time, it's getting to the point where it's like, oh man, it's Fire Emblem time again. Here we go.
It's a long game, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, I was excited because I had never played this one, you know, and it had just come out on Game Boy when I started, or on NSO when I started it. But now it's like, because I'm playing it so infrequently that I keep forgetting what's going on.
The thing about that type of like fantasy game is that it can be kind of a slog if you have like a large gap between sort of visiting it.
Yeah,
I know that with like D&D, if I miss like a couple of weeks because maybe like someone can't attend or something.
Yeah.
Then you can feel it really lost.
And I think that's I made the same mistake a couple of years ago when I was streaming. Was story-based games don't stream as well as something like a shooter or like a fighting game, you know, do.
Esports.
Yeah, which
speaking of fighting games, I really want to play Street Fighter 6. Almost entirely just because of that like character customization being mad.
I caught a couple of my friends playing it on their stream a couple days ago, and I gotta tell you, I did not understand a single thing that was happening on screen.
I got 4 and 5 in a humble bundle, but I should probably play those first, honestly. I just know that 4 is the one where everyone is so insanely swole. Yeah, it just goes beyond like.
And then 5 is the one that everyone got upset about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know this is the only fighting game that I know how to play is this one, in Smash Bros.
Oh, true. So
that being said, I did learn of a fighting game recently that I definitely want to try out at some point, called Arm Joe. You'll never guess what the theme of that fighting game is based on that name.
Let me guess. You were an arm.
No, in fact. Arm Joe is in fact a fighting game based on the hit musical Les Miserables. Oh my God. Where you can play as Cosette and beat the ever-loving shit out of Robo Valjean. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, that's absolutely incredible. Of all the things you could release a fighting game based on.
Yeah, and apparently
that bootleg Titanic game.
And apparently it came out in like the 90s.
That's amazing. The 90s truly were a weird time for everyone.
Yeah, a 90s Japanese fighting game based on a musical based on a book by Victor Hugo.
I know that there was a recent announcement. It's either at the PlayStation showcase or one of the other recent games events. Now E3 has gone down the toilet.
Yeah.
Where they revealed a weird reimagining of Pinocchio for some reason.
Oh man.
But it was like a very JRPG looking art style. The thing is that it was set in France, but all of the signposts were in English, and nobody had a French accent.
Yeah.
Which I was like...
Also, is it Pinocchio Italian? But anyway.
Yeah, that too, but they said it in France for some reason.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off at Twitch here. So, I guess, just real quick, Will, if you want to plug your shit.
Oh, I mean, I'm no longer on Twitter anymore, as I've freed myself from the cyberpunk dystopia of it.
Yeah,
but
I just
you can find my retro-inspired art at Rigger Helm. on Instagram.
Yeah.
It might not seem like I offer commissions, but I'm sure if you message me, I'll probably be able to set one up.
I'm gonna link to your Twitch page just so people get the username at the very least, because I don't have Instagram and therefore cannot use it.
Fair enough. On the Twitch page, I don't stream. My avatar is just the square-faced man of Geometry Dash fame.
There he is. It's the boy.
Years ago, in 1982.
Yeah. Anyway, so to whomever might have been watching, I want to shout you out. I appreciate you. And yeah, have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Stay hydrated.
Well, yeah, do that. But bye.